Adult. Hey! Don't you dare come over here.
Welcome to the Cape, one of the last bastions of great adventure. If you know where to go, that is. I'm Scott Amon, and my wife Trish and I have been exploring the back blocks of Cape York for 40 years now. We simply love the joint. It's a fair amount of effort and it takes its toll on your gear, but that's all part of the adventure. You got buffalo fly troubling you, mate? I can see the buffalo fly on your shoulders there. Our Brahmins get the same, well, all our cattle have the same problems, buddy. Nice set of racks you got there. Nice big fat ones. Hooroo! Doesn't look like there's anyone at all in the campground here at Hahn River. That's all right. We'll make ourselves at home and maybe go and catch a barra.
Soul searching, fall apart, tunnel vision, hiding in the dark. Well, I ain't gonna holler before I really bleed. Salvation, a quick fix remedy. You said I never could change. I thought I never could change. They said I never could change. Damn right, never would. Leave the light on. Leave the light on. Just leave the light on. Leave the light on. If I'll ever change, Nashville, Tennessee. But the cold here in Sweden got the best of me. Well, haven't I got better things to think about than that? Like deadlines, rent's due, bills pile up, family day in, day out, the clock's mocking me. Getting old, oh, got the kids deserve so much more than this. Gotta get rich. You said I never could change. I thought I never could.
Just pulled up at the old Musgrave Roadhouse and checking how this cover's working for protecting the boat from stone chips and mud and dirt. And yeah, the underneath of the hull, as we expected, is getting just a bit of dirt. I can't see any signs of stone chips, although there's stones sitting on some of the cross members there. Looks like we've got a cable, brake cable hanging down there, so I'll just tie that up, and everything else seems to be pretty good. The boat's obviously copying it all from the car, but yeah, that all seems to be working okay, so we'll just keep plugging along, and we're heading for Weipa today. Rear cover's working well. Yeah, always we're going to get a bit of dust in the well there, but largely I think it's all working. Righto, we'll keep pushing on. Big game day here today at Musgrave, so I'm not sure what they're playing, but there's something big on, I've been told. Anyway, we'll keep poking. This is the Cohen River, just north of Cohen, Cape York. There's Trishy in there. We'd usually stay here, any opportunity to stay here and catch some cherubim and check out all the really cool native fish that inhabit this river. But we've got to get through to Weipa today. She's flowing a fair bit. She's been up. Trish said don't walk there. There's a tapu there. Beautiful, beautiful place. Archer River Roadhouse, not a soul in sight. Oh, yes, there's one. There's Trish. This is fantastic. Travelling the PDR in May, early May. It's all ours. No knobheads. Oops, sorry, didn't mean to say that. So this is a first for us. We've been coming to Cape York for 40 years. We've never driven over this bridge. It's only just been finished. Over the Archer River. Moment. Over the old causeway in places. There's a meter off the top of this bridge. The Weipa Road was in extremely good condition in the main, with only the creek crossings, dips and occasional short muddy sections slowing us down. And of course, the ever-present cattle that should be slowed right down for, as they don't understand the road rules like we do. Or at least some of us do. We found the manicured Weipa campground largely empty. It's quite a special place without the crowds. The dragonflies were out in full force to welcome us, a phenomenon which generally heralds the arrival of the dry season. We just launched at Evans Landing at Weipa. Trisho's with us today, and we just come around the corner. It's blowing a pretty hard southeaster, so we're just gonna poke along, take it easy. This is Waldrum Creek up here. It used to be called, or some people call it Triluck Creek, Waldrum Creek. We've been fishing it since I don't know, 1990. And a lot of the locals sort of give it a bit of a miss. I think it's too hard hit, but we're going to have a bit of a go and see what we can come up with. We're not stressing about catching too many fish. I did have our last feed of coral trout last night from Bowen, so we better get something on the board. just poking around, making sure the boat's running well and everything after the trip up. And yeah, we'll have a look up here. Got a high tide just slowly coming in for the next hour, and then we'll poke around the front and have a bit of a look. But there's always things to look at up here, and there's usually fish too, whether it be queenies, diamond trevally. Yeah, we can get good barra up here at times. Changed a lot since over the years. Like the mouth used to be around the other side to the south of here, so yeah, it really does change. A lot of these areas up here do. So we'll just poke along and yeah, see if we can catch some fish for you and for us. Okay, mother dearest.
Okay.
Let's go. Little pond. Oh shit. Come on, mate. Heaps of these little gold spot cod. Feeding lure after lure. No barra yet. A few other hits from trevally and bits and pieces, so there's a little bit happening here. Keep pushing away. It's fun just drifting this rocky edge out the front of Waldrum and just casting lures into sea fish, hit them and eat them. So could be doing worse things. Tip wrap. Tip wrap's a bad thing. Right. Another one in there. Caught barra here before, and it's the right time of year for them to still be well outside the estuaries and on the rocky headlands and along the beaches. Just working these little bombies and rocks. Pilot boat's just gone past out through the leads at Weipa here. I'll reposition us. Just keep moving along with the electric a little bit. Fishing fresh ground. We'll work this bit of a rocky edge and then we'll probably head down the beach, looking for a few little rocky outcrops down there to fish. Another little cod here. Certainly is cod city out here, but we just saw a couple of big things feed on bait fish in the shallows there, so we're just still working this rocky edge. A couple of really good fish. I think one was a barra and I think one was a queenfish. Just working bait and smashing them up in the shallows, right on the edge of these rocks. Love-hate relationship with these electric motors. You've always got to keep them on cue as to where you're going. Little gold spot cod. Place is alive with them. You wouldn't want to be a little fish down there because they're ravenous eaters. Okay, turn us around and spot lock us. Oh. Cod hit, I think, on a Bombie there. Strong hit. That's what you call getting your pants pulled down. Pull my pants back up and throw it back in. Find the hook this time, buddy. Cod again, I'd say. Yeah. Just one after another. There'll be better fish in there. Come on, little fella. Ain't you, Bubba? Trish loves this. We're on a remote section of beach up on the west coast of Cape York, and we're just going to park the boat up against the beach here and get out, and there's some rocks, small rock formations, groupings of rocks, and shallow reef. And we just walk the beach and cast as the tide's dropping and the bait fish start coming out of the nooks and crannies. We start casting, and there can be a lot of different types of fish up here. So we're going to pull up on this beach, anchor up, and hopefully a bit of action, a bit more action than this morning fishing that creek mouth. Yeah, there'll be. Just let that. Okay. So we just pulled up on this beach and Trish has spotted straight away pig tracks. They're everywhere up here. Look, there's a adult tiny little piglet running with it, poking along here. They found something up here and had to dig for it. Had to root around for that. They might have got a pippy or something like that.
Their tracks
Yeah, and
everywhere.
as Trish said, their tracks just wander the whole beach looking for tucker. Oh well, we're going to see if we can catch fish. Fish, not pork. You reckon, Mama?
Yes.
Righto. And look at the shells. Like Trish loves poking through these shells. Just a lot of very worn ones, but you find some little gems in amongst it all. But number one job, catch a fish, Mama. Yeah. The boat should sit out there fine like that. That's the concept, and away we go. And we'll poke down the beach. There's fish ahead of you there, Trish, so just slow down a bit there. Wallowing in the shallows there. Just throwing a few soft plastics, and we'll keep an eye on the boat. Tide's very, very slowly dropping. The offshore wind's just holding it out there in a bit of water, so we don't go high and dry. We shouldn't, just such a small tide differential today. Yeah, and we'll go and get some fish. Rightio. Have a cast. Yep. Yeah, there's sharks and rays and another shark further out there, I think. Some big diamond scale mullet. A few little bits of rock and reef just here. Keep the Placio, little black tip reef shark there. Right up in the shallows. What are you doing, buddy? Two of them. Oh, little cod. Surprise. Oh, the reef sharks are onto him. Look at that. Look at them. 4 of them. 5 of them. Little buggers. They got to hide, haven't they? I don't want to get the cod hurt. I just want to give you guys a look at the sharks. There he is, coming up. Game little things. Goldspot cod. Righto, mate. You do. Righto. Unhook you, and I'll release you away from the sharks. Buggers are everywhere there. Little black tips. Trish is still out there having a cast. Oh, bait just went berserk right at her feet. A lot of bait sitting in here. Oh yeah, you'll see it there, some little mullet here. The cast out there. These little bits are pretty obscure rock along the beaches up here are just like an oasis in the desert. Oh, there's fish getting eaten out there. Yeah, righto. They hold the bait, which brings the predators in, and they're a lot of fun. Jeepers creepers, that was more like a bazzer. Oh, spooked some little shovel-nosed rays. There's a little shovel-nosed ray just poking in through there. They'll be everywhere out here, but I'm pretty sure that was a barra hit. Oh, geez. That was a barra hit. Oh, come on. Heart's pumping. Just out beside that rock was that barra hit. Got to get a hook up. And that's where I saw bait getting smashed before, so a couple of little taps there. Cover this water pretty well. There's the boat down there, sitting nicely. They've gone a bit quiet on that edge there. So what I'll do is come out the front near Trishy's where I saw, I think there's barra, Trish, just holding along this front edge of the rocks. Just got two really nice hits in there. With a bait in here too. And they have to be funneled out of here as the tide drops, and that's why the predators are sitting out here. Yeah, got some really nice hits back in there, and something got smashed here when you had your first cast. Tiny hits there. Tip wrap and get rid of them before you hook a fish. Yep, tip wrap's gone. Just on the edge of that rock with a bit of luck. Well, a lot of bait there. I will keep moving, I think, and we'll have another cast along here as we head back this way, and the tide will have dropped a bit. Maybe some new fish. These barra move along a fair bit. They'll lose the sanctuary of these rocks as the tide gets lower. There's a shovel-nosed ray up here. There's a few along this section, and they're almost beaching themselves, feeding. There's one there. Tiny back on that one. There's another one there. Whoa, he's chasing prawns actually up in the shallow there, and fish. Just saw me, there he is. Big shovel-nosed ray. Just cruising the shallows looking for a feed. Massive jelly. See if he comes up again. Come on, mate. Oh, bait fish are worried. There he is. Hey, bloke. Hey. Oh, strong fish. No. There's old mate, beaching himself up in the corner. What are you doing, mate? Hey. Oh dearie me, there's always something going on up here. The Cape's a bloody great place. What's that croc behind you? Sorry. Herein lies a classic example of how switched on crocs are to our movements from a great distance. This big bugger in here stalked us when we were walking the beach. He is monstrous. It's hard on this iPhone zoom in so far.
Nothing to compare it with, but
Nothing to compare him with, but he is gigantic. He was 500 metres out to sea, and we were walking those rocks on that beach, and he just came straight in. Without vigilance and a keen eye, we would not have known this croc swam from way out to sea and only emerged right where we were fishing from the shore. There's 5 metres of croc out of the water there, in my estimation, judging by my 6 metre boat. And there'd be more in the water with his long tail. So, I don't know, I'm no croc expert, but he could well be a 5 to 6 metre croc. He's bloody monstrous. The fact that we spotted him so far out to sea, the fact that he came in to see us. Another example of a very bold croc in the Weipa area was this encounter where this brazen bugger swam straight up to the boat and pretty much demanded a feed. More on that experience next episode. A late wet season storm chased us back to camp. But on the way home, we were entertained by a couple of juvenile manta rays performing barrel rolls in the milky green Gulf waters. The Weipa region is always entertainment on tap. Next episode, we get a bit more serious about our fishing, but continue to be dazzled by the unfolding nature in our cherished Cape York.